Hello, everybody. What's up? Welcome back to the 22nd Annual Garden State Film Festival. My name is Ming Chen. We are live at the Shared Universe Podcast Lounge at the Berkeley Hotel in beautiful Asbury Park. I'm here with
CJ Cullen.
And I'm here with the amazing, talented, awesome filmmakers of not one project, but two. They got two projects in here, one short, one feature. I mean, that's
the way to go.
That says a lot. Could you please introduce yourselves? I'll start over here.
Yeah, so I'm Donnelly. I am the director and editor of The Woman in the Room and Last Known Location. And Woman in the Room also shot and did the sound design and everything as well. And Last Known Location did the sound design on that as well. So.
All the credits.
Did a lot. Yeah.
Did it all the hats.
Yeah,
for sure. Thank you, Danny. Yes, over here.
Hi, I'm Amy Teresa, and I am the writer of The Woman in the Room and the writer of Last Known Location. And I'm an actor in Last Known Location as well. And I also did a little voiceover acting in The Woman in the Room.
That's right. Amazing. Many hats. Many hats.
Yeah. Not as many as him, but quite a few.
Give yourself some credit. Plenty, a lot of hats.
You
I wrote it. So, I mean, you've got to start somewhere.
Yeah, if you don't write it, there's no project.
There's no project.
And The Woman in the Room is actually adapted from Stephen King short story. So it's a dollar baby.
It's a dollar baby project.
Amazing. And introduce yourself, please. So.
And I'm Eric Christ. I am the lead actor in the Woman in the Room short. And I've got a bunch of little behind-the-scene roles in Last Known Location. So I only have one hat, and I'm fine with it.
Oh, yeah. But you wear that hat well, my friend.
I try.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are they both screening today?
Yes.
What's first?
Wow.
Yes,
Okay,
so
which
the
one's
Woman
first?
The Woman in the Room is screening in the 6 p.m. block at BK18 Berkeley.
Yep, right here.
Yep,
Right here.
So I think it's 6 to 8:30 or
Yep,
8:15.
that sounds about right.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then at 9 p.m. the world premiere of Last Known Location is happening at Asbury Hall and Asbury Hotel.
Wow. Okay. You got some good venues there, my friend.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. It also stars the Sophia Lucia Parola.
Yes.
Yes, is in our last Known Location. So I'm sure everyone who knows Garden State Film Festival knows Sophia. She might have done the interview for other filmmakers online.
And
she's a
fixture
brilliant actor.
She's fixture for
she's
sure.
in quite a few films.
Yeah.
Let's start with Woman in the Room. You said it was an adaptation of a Stephen King short story. When the short story.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So you want to jump on that? Go ahead.
Yeah.
You
What?
adapted it.
You adapted. What inspired you to adapt it? I mean, I'm assuming you're a fan, but.
Oh, yes, absolutely big fan. But basically, the project came to me through Nick Petros, who is our producer for The Woman in the Room, and he'll be here tonight. But it was his idea to do a Dollar Baby project, and he picked The Woman in the Room and basically asked me if I would want to adapt it into a screenplay, and I jumped at the chance because I'm a huge Stephen King fan. And yeah, that's sort of how it came to be. It's pretty exciting. I think the Woman in the Room was probably the first Dollar Baby. I think
it was the
ever
first
done.
one done by Frank Darabont.
By
Okay.
Frank
Oh,
Darabont.
okay. All right.
Which led to go into Shawshank Redemption and his relationship with Stephen King.
And I guess that worked out for him.
A little bit.
A little bit. Yeah, The Green Mile's okay too.
Yeah. And can you explain the Dollar Baby initiative for anybody who doesn't know? Because it's pretty cool.
It is. Well, it was. So unfortunately, they just ended it last year.
Okay. No.
So we got our film done right before it ended. I think it was like Stephen King's assistant is retiring, and she was the one who's kind of like running.
She's a spearheaded. Okay.
Yeah. But it was a cool program. For $1, you can get the rights to one of his short stories in the program, and you can adapt it. And and you can screen it at film festivals. It will not be public online ever. That's the one thing. So it's only film festivals, and that's it.
And you're alled to have a trailer.
Yeah, so a 2-minute trailer, and I made sure to have a 2-minute trailer.
We have a 2-minute trailer.
That's a pretty cool.
Right
Yeah,
on.
what a great incubator for creativity. And I mean, Stephen King, you got the story, so
You know the source material is going to be great.
yeah. But then you kind
His
of
short stories are just so good.
Yeah, The Body. I mean, Green Mile. I think. No, Shawshank was short story.
Mist.
Yeah.
Shawshank.
Yeah.
I think his shorts, like it's him writing a short story is like him making a short, basically in his own kind of medium, which is really amazing. Was it challenging at all? You know the source material, but you also want to do it justice, correct?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a little interesting because you want to adapt it, but you don't want to do exactly what's on the page, exactly his story. So
Anybody could do that.
anyone
You want to interpret it in your own way.
Yes. So I read the story once, and this is how I read it once, and then I read it again, and then I put it away and never looked at it again, and I never watched any other versions of it either,
Yeah.
because I wanted to start fresh with my own ideas. And we took some elements and changed them dramatically, but then others are very much the same,
Yeah.
very true to the story. So.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Did you take this to any of the? I think that there were a couple festivals, right? Stephen King specific. I think
Festival.
there's Stephen King. The Rules, I think, was in Iowa or something like that. Or there were a few of them around there. Did you submit to those, or did
I
they screen any
believe
of
so.
those?
Nick is our producer, Nick
Okay.
Petros. He's the one that's on the film Freeway with the woman in the room.
okay,
so
okay.
he's the one handling all the submissions.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he submitted to all like the Stephen King ones.
Okay.
Yeah, many. Yep.
That's amazing. And
How
so,
How did
Go
you
ahead.
come aboard with it?
So Amy and I have acted in the past, and so when the project came up, they asked me if I would join, and I leapt at the choice. I'm definitely a Stephen King, fan as
Yeah.
well. While we were filming it, I tried to keep it out of my head that this was a Stephen King film, and just focus on the content.
right,
you know.
it's just a great story.
It's a
great story. It's a great
Amy
story.
did a fantastic job of just giving a lot of the essence and the meat for it.
Yeah. That's amazing. How's the reaction been so far? I imagine it's screened several times at this point.
No.
Has it?
It had premiere on the West Coast last week, right?
Okay.
In Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you go?
I did not go. He went.
I
Him
went.
and
Okay.
Eric- him and Nick
what,
did.
what was the reaction?
Yeah.
And where did it screen?
So it was right there in L.A., the Lampley
Lemley,
Theater.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Numbers the NoHo. So
Okay.
right
Oh,
in
yeah,
there.
yeah.
And it got a lot of great reaction.
Okay.
I was saying, we did the Q&A afterwards,
Yeah.
and one of the other filmmakers was up there answering his question. Then he stopped and said, "Before I go any further, I need to," and he called us out.
Yeah.
What a great production it
got-
was.
yeah.
So it was
That's
nice
great.
to have the mutual love.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is only the second time, the East Coast premiere, huh?
Yeah, but
Yes.
I love
Yeah.
you went coast to coast though.
Yeah, coast to coast.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. So I have no doubt we get a great reaction here for sure.
I hope so. I mean, the trailers seemed to get a good reaction on the filmmakers night when it played. So I was like, all right, if they like the trailer, I'm sure they'll hopefully like the film.
Yeah, what's the runtime? What's the runtime?
23 minutes.
Wow, okay, that's okay. That's
It's a good-
That's a
it's a good
good,
time
great.
to
That's a
tell
good
the
length for
story,
sure.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
little chunky.
Well, I mean, moves quick. I mean, I have to.
Yes.
I think I'm a
It
pretty good
does.
editor, so
You-
it feels like it moves fast. I would say.
Yeah,
How long did it take to shoot that?
Yeah, how long and where did you shoot this?
We shot it in 4 days.
Wow, okay.
One day was at the hospital location, which was a set that we rented for a day, and then we shot one day at the liquor store parking lot, and then 2 days at Jim Croce's house in Downingtown. It was on Airbnb. I don't even know Jim Croce.
The
at all.
singer?
The singer, yeah.
No?
Oh yeah,
yeah. So it was his former house.
that guy ruled the '70s, man.
Yeah.
You remember Jim
That's right.
Croce?
Yeah, and we
Amazing.
feature one of his songs in the film as well.
Jim
Jim Croce,
Operator.
Time in a Bottle.
Yep, Time in a
Okay.
Bottle.
Good call.
You know Time in a
Yes,
Bottle.
yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So his former house is in Downingtown, PA. We're from Westchester, Pennsylvania. It was close by. It popped up on Airbnb, and I was like,
You can
This
rent
is-
Jim Croce's house.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know at first.
You're
I
just
we
gonna
just
go
rented
do it.
it. Yeah. We got it for 2
Ming's
days.
gonna
They
be
were
looking.
super
It's on Airbnb.
supportive for like shooting there.
Holy
they let
cow,
us.
yeah.
Because we needed it's set in the early '80s.
Yeah.
The film, so we needed something that could be up. It wasn't updated. So It
Right.
was perfect.
Wow.
And we were able to use it for 2 days. It was perfect.
Wow. Which
And
song did you use?
Operator?
Operator. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely
and you'll see
check that
why.
out.
You'll. I think you'll.
Wow,
yeah.
that's amazing. 4 days. It's pretty quick.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, and
you know.
I was just the DP director and everything. So,
So he
did
said like
everything.
80s
Yeah.
type look to it. Is the film
it has a vibe
80-ish
to it. Yeah,
vibe?
yeah. I mean, I didn't use like any vintage lenses or anything. I threw a little bit of film grain on there, but not too much. and
Right.
stuff when I edited it, but yeah.
Yeah, but just the feel, the atmosphere,
vibe,
and then,
yeah,
the
like-
production design was very.
Yeah, and I definitely had like a lot of I did the lighting as well, so like I definitely want a certain feel for the home and a certain feel for the hospital
Yeah.
in terms of colors and what I wanted to use. So
Yeah, you know what's things about? It's the '80s, right? So we think that was a few years ago. No,
Yeah.
it was like
No.
40,
It's a
almost
long
50
time
years
ago.
ago. A little bit. Like it's legit vintage.
Feels like a few years
Right,
ago, but
it's
no,
legit.
a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's amazing. And then you enter another feature length
Yeah, feature.
yes,
film into the
Yes.
film festival. Get that accepted as well. So like you're taking over half the festival. You look at runtime.
But this one is not screened yet.
No,
No.
this is the world premiere.
Wow.
So
Here.
this is our first screening, so I'm a little anxious
Yeah, we're very anxious.
Yeah,
to
for
show
sure.
it in front of an audience.
Can you tell us about Last Known Location?
Yes. So, you know what? Let's go to the writer again. Go ahead.
right.
It was your baby at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a suspense thriller that it basically takes place. It's about 3 women who have been captured and they are surviving captivity. So it really focuses in on their experience
Yeah.
and how they get through this situation. I started writing it probably like 2017, and it was going to be a short, and then turned it into a feature.
Yeah.
And we started shooting it right over the pandemic.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Actually,
It's a pandemic project.
it was
Yeah.
a pandemic project.
Yeah.
Was there something that inspired this? Was there a story or?
So it is inspired by a true story. It's and it's kind of insane because people get abducted so frequently,
Yeah.
and they are held so frequently that it's terrifying. But I think there was a situation in Ohio, I think like 10 years ago or something, in Cleveland, and a man was holding women in his house, and they'd been there for like 10 years,
Yeah.
and he had people over to his house.
Yeah, they had
and
no
they
idea.
didn't know. So it's kind of just, that sort of just stuck in my brain, like, how could that happen?
Right.
And it just got the wheels turning. It's not based on that. It just
That
kind of
inspired it, though.
inspired me
Yeah.
to kind of start writing, like, well, what if? What would it be like?
Yeah, and it's not far fetched. This is based in,
And
this
it's-
does happen in real life.
Does.
where
And then you
people-
start looking into it,
stories,
and you
yeah.
see more and more stories of this
Yeah.
happening, and it's just chilling.
Yeah, it's
So-
absolutely insane. So how long? What's the runtime on this one?
It's an hour and 54 minutes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah.
And I imagine what was the shoot like on that one?
Well, we shot like during the pandemic, guys. So that was it was tough. So we did it in chunks, probably
Right,
for
yep.
over quite a few months. We would like test like a couple days before the weekend shoot, make sure everyone was clear, and then we would bubble.
Oh yeah,
It'd be in a bubble for a
COVID
weekend.
test.
Yeah,
COVID
the
test.
COVID testing, yeah. COVID
What
testing.
COVID thing.
Yeah,
That was a whole other
I-
budget. Yeah.
I know everyone's being safe, but
Yeah.
what a pain in the ass.
It was such a pain in
Seriously.
the ass, but we had such a the same group of people we work with all the time.
Yeah.
We make films together all the time. A lot of the actors are friends, and the crew are friends. So it was, we made a film, but it was also like a joy to be able to do something during a film.
Okay, yeah, for
together.
sure.
I mean, we were safe about it. No illness.
No one got
Right,
sick.
No one got sick.
right.
on
But
set
I
or
think
anything like
you have a
that.
new appreciation. It's like, wow, a month ago we couldn't. This was impossible.
Yeah.
And now, and I'm so grateful we're able to do this. Yeah, we got to do some precautions.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what a joy is it to get back together and do what we love doing.
Yeah.
And yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely said it helped us get through and gave us something like focus on during those times.
Yeah.
Especially like a lot of people were like not working and stuff,
Right.
so
Yeah.
able to like get together and create art, which really helped.
I think that's the creator's worst nightmare, right? Is not being able to create or having someone tell you can't create or
Pretty tough times.
having the world
Mm-hmm.
tell you can't create.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's reflected into the project. All that
Yeah.
like just kind of spilling out. It's like thank goodness
Mm-hmm.
that we were able to make this.
How was the editing process?
Well, see, I just got done.
Like literally, okay.
We shot in
All right.
2021
Yeah.
mostly, so.
All right, but you really,
But you were
what you
doing it
literally
chunks,
locked like
right?
10
So-
years, 10 minutes ago. He locked
Yeah.
it. Like,
Oh, so yeah, well,
Literally,
no,
yes.
literally, like so February 2nd, like, oh, you have to get your film till
Oh, yeah,
February
yeah.
2nd, and I was just getting into color, so I locked
man.
myself in my studio for 3 weeks,
Okay.
and just like slept there, and we did the whole sound mix and color in 3
Right.
weeks.
Wow.
Like
He just
so,
didn't. It was a rough couple of weeks.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, you
yeah.
had to.
I
You
had to get
though.
it done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Did
mean,
you send in the finished copy, or is it like one of those like here's almost the cut?
I think
we're
they
just-
all-
no.
only-
So it was picture locked and everything,
Yeah.
and when I edit, I'd sound designed the whole film as I'm editing and everything, and scored a lot of it from like music that I had and stuff like that. So it was mostly all there, just like a mix, and I did some dialogue cleanup and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and then the color wasn't done yet, so I ran through that real quick in DaVinci and knocked the color out, and then
God bless DaVinci Resolve,
I know,
man.
DaVinci Resolve, right?
God bless it.
Yeah, and then so then like right now I'm still working on a 5-1 mix. So like for this they didn't want a 5-1, they want stereo.
Yeah, it's a
anyway.
stereo. They only have two
Yeah.
speakers here, so yeah, you're
Exactly,
good.
Yeah.
You're
So
good.
but I'm doing a 5-1 mix right now. So
That's
we're all
awesome.
Together. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, actually, yeah, that you kind of take your time on, right? A 5-1 mix,
Kind
in a way.
of, because well, we actually do have a few distribution offers already. So
Oh, okay. So you want that 5-1 mix? Okay, I take it back.
Yeah.
So
All right, get it done.
They're
Get
gonna
it
want
done.
it quick. Yeah. So I'm jumping into that now.
So what
Get it
about
done.
the acting for this? You said they were all people that you knew already, or do you have any new people that you haven't worked with?
Do we have new people that we haven't worked with?
Well, no.
A
We worked
couple.
a few.
Yeah.
But like Sophia, for example,
Yeah.
we worked with her, and
Yeah.
you worked with her more
Yeah.
closely.
I'm an
on
actor
the,
as
on
well,
The
so,
arrangement
yeah.
a couple years ago. So the role that Sophia had. Originally, I had written it for someone else.
Yeah.
Just you as a writer, you have ideas in your head,
Yeah.
and then she auditioned and at Danny and Jen Kay, who's also an actor in the film.
Yeah.
At their suggestion, and she just was amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Sophia was brilliant, and then a lot of the other actors we worked with either on stage or in other films. And then Eric, you guys worked together on stage. I saw you there, and then we became good friends. Then
Yeah.
on Last Known Location, we only had like 10 extras
Right.
every time that
Yeah.
we switched out hats and shirts and everything.
Yeah, we.
So
had,
if you see the film, you
Lot
probably
of
won't realize when it's
extras.
in-
Right, join a pair of
That's my
sunglasses.
arm. That's
or-
my
yeah.
my hat.
Oh yeah. We made
change the
it.
hat.
We made it work, especially during the pandemic. You can only afford so much testing,
Yep.
and only have so many people there. So
Right.
we made it
It's
work.
like, hey, throw on that wig. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Wait,
All right.
sure.
Okay,
Change them
action.
up. I'm shooting this angle. I need more people
Yep.
over here. I need
Put
a couple
some
walk
flannel
bys.
on.
Yeah, we're getting a
Yep.
walk by.
somebody
So-
put a hat on.
Yeah.
You were.
I was an extra.
At some point.
At some
Yeah.
point, you were like, wait a second.
Yeah, and then he came in with a couple
She
of
got
lines when we need them at the bar or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, now you're a bar patron.
Whatever it takes.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Well, I love you just taking over tonight. Basically, you got 6 to 8:15,
Yeah.
and then 9 o'clock.
And then I-
Yep, at 9 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Is this your first 2 projects here at this festival, or have you had stuff play at the fest before?
So as an actor, I was in Not for Nothing that screened last year.
Okay, yep.
That was a feature, and I was a cinematographer and editor for the Meatloaf and Pie at Sunset
Okay, yep.
Cafe that was here last year, and then the year before that we were in The Arrangements,
Arrangement.
which was a
Okay,
feature
yep.
film that we acted in, and that was here.
That's awesome. So every year,
So
every year, you're here every year in some
Last few
capacity.
years,
Since,
every-
since the
yeah.
pandemic,
Yeah.
every year.
Pretty
Right?
much,
pretty
yeah,
much.
yeah.
It's
Yep.
it's pretty awesome. So you know about the awesomeness that is the Garden State Film Festival.
Yes. Yeah, which is why we were so happy that it's going to be our world premiere of
Yeah.
Last Known Location. When we got accepted there, like, okay, there it is. Here's our world premiere.
That's amazing. So if you guys
That's
are
really
here,
great.
your schedule's set. 6 to
Yeah.
8:15.
Yep.
9 o'clock. You got 2 amazing
People have to come
projects
see
by-
the feature for the first time ever.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 9
Yeah.
o'clock. And yeah.
Yeah, and not for nothing, getting a feature-length film in the Garden State Film Festival, not easy because they're only limited amounts of time.
Yeah.
and,
Right.
yeah, that really says a lot that you got that in, and then to get 2 projects in the same year,
Yeah.
that's also
Yeah,
All
I was-
Saturday night.
Yeah, one night.
Well, it
It's
was
great.
also originally when he did the schedule, they actually had the Woman in the Room playing at 9 o'clock somewhere else. And
I was like, no.
I was like, I'm sorry, but I was like, that's also our film, so we have to get it a little bit earlier so we can be at both.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello, Lauren. Please.
Yeah,
can
yeah,
we,
right.
okay,
They,
well,
they
we
hooked
can-
up right away. They're like,
Right
no
away.
problem.
We can move you. Yeah, we haven't
Right
printed.
away.
We haven't printed the program guide yet. We're good.
Yep, it was
We're
all good.
I imagine you guys are working on stuff right now. I imagine you're writing. I imagine you've got something an iron in the fire or two right now. Is there anything you can talk about?
We have a couple of ideas.
Okay.
A couple of people want us to pitch them our ideas, so that's
okay.
exciting.
Always good.
But right now, the main focus right now is Last Known Location and distribution.
Okay, yes.
And dealing with that whole, which is all new to us. It's the first feature.
Right.
Everything's first right now.
Yeah.
Dealing with
That's great.
And then dealing with deliverables for a feature, which good luck to everyone who's doing a feature film and you're editor and you're doing it all
Yeah,
yourself.
but
So-
that day it's out on whatever streaming service or
Yeah.
physically or both or in a theater. Yeah, that it'll all be
Oh,
worth
it's gonna
it.
be really worth it. I can't wait
Oh
for
yeah,
that.
I'm very excited for that. It'll
Very
be worth
excited.
it.
Yeah, basically the world will be able to see it. So all that,
Yeah.
your story and all that hard work.
Super
So
excited for the world to see it.
Fantastic.
I honestly I'm biased, but I'm really happy with the film the way it came out. I think people will enjoy it.
that's amazing. So come check it out tonight. Just set an alarm for 6 o'clock, and then you have your whole night set ahead of you.
Come on in.
So yeah,
And then a little
the woman in the room,
walk
last
over
known
there.
location.
Right.
Yeah,
Rain will be
not-
done by then.
Rain will be
Yeah,
done.
it should be done raining around
So
5
you can,
o'clock.
You
So
can
you
sit
should be
here at 6 and then there at 9 at
Yep.
Asbury Hall.
Yeah, for sure. Amazing. 2 great venues for sure. So
Yeah, super
thank you
pumped.
guys so much. You guys
Thanks.
are amazing. And
Thank
yeah,
you.
I know what you guys are doing tonight. I know what everybody else should be doing tonight. But yeah.
One after party.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. Let's
Well
meet in the bar
deserved.
afterwards. I'm gonna need a drink.
Yes, you will. You will. You've earned it. All of you. All 3 of
Definitely.
you. Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, CJ. Garden State Film Festival, GSFF.org. We got films rolling all day today and tomorrow. The lounge will be here until they kick us out. And we'll be here, I think, a couple after parties tomorrow. I'm hearing karaoke somewhere.
right? Tonight?
Yeah. So definitely come on down. This is the greatest party in the world, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
it's a great.
With great shorts and great feature film. So, Woman in the Room, Last Known Location. Thank you guys so much. Come on down, and we'll see. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll see you in a bit.
See you then.